nachos in the pan, in a baking pan, in the oven. It's very quick and easy, and it's very healthy. And also, I'm going to be making guacamole as well. Homemade guacamole, guys, from a world-renowned top chef. Now let's get it with the ingredients. Today, all the ingredients we'll be using will be a lime. We got some ground beef, some Kobe beef. We're gonna make beef nachos. Now you can make chicken nachos, vegetarian nachos, shrimp nachos, goat nachos, fish nachos, all kind of nachos. But today I'm making beef nachos because a lot of people like beef. All right, so salt and pepper as well will be used. Black beans will be used as well. We're also going to use garlic, very flavorful. I'm going to use a few avocados for our homemade guacamole. Sour cream, Rotel, that's going to go in the guacamole. Refried beans, vegetarian refried beans. An onion, some tomatoes, cilantro, have to have cilantro. Paprika. Cheese we're going to use is going to be a mix. It's going to be Monterey Jack, cheddar, and quesadilla cheese, and tortilla chips. And Asadero, that's another cheese that's in this mix. All right, so those are all the ingredients today, guys. And what we're gonna do first is we're gonna cook the beef and the refried beans and get all our toppings together, because the nachos do not take that long to make, and the guacamole does not take that long to make. You wanna make the guacamole last so it can be fresh. So we're gonna say that for last. And before we do that, we'll layer our nachos and put them in the oven. But before we do that, we'll cook our meat, and refried beans and get our ingredients together. So I'll be right back to show you guys how to do that. Okay guys, we're back. It's time to start cooking the ingredients. So I got the Kobe beef. I'm going to season it up a little bit. Just going to use some paprika. Then I'm going to use some salt. Not that much salt at all. We don't want to catch hypertension. The recommended daily sodium amount is low as hell. So I try not to add too much salt because there's salt in a lot of food anyway. Especially y'all that eat processed food. It's nothing but salt. Y'all just eating salt. All right, so I put some salt, pepper, and paprika on here. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit with my hand, and I got my cast iron skillet already preheating on like medium high. I'm gonna put it in here to cook this beef. At the same time, I'm about to preheat my skillet so I can cook the refried beans. And we'll also be preparing the black beans as well. Take the black beans in. Now you really want to cook refried beans on low. You know what's crazy about refried beans? Like, if you cook beans right the first time, you wouldn't have no need to refry them. Like, it don't make no sense. Like, why don't you just cook them right the first time? Like, really, a real talk, we eating 3 fried beans because they already refried. So that's the second time. So this is about to be the 3rd time we about to fry them. This shit crazy as hell. All right. I'll get this beef in. put these 3 fried beans in here so they can start cooking. Actually, guys, I forgot an important ingredient. I forgot to put oil in the pan for the refried beans, but it's never too late. So I just did it now. And I'm gonna turn it up too. I'm gonna put some butter in these black beans now. You want to drain these boiled black beans before you cook them. So I drained those first. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn that like on medium high. It's not gonna take the beans too long to cook. Now while I'm doing this, guys, I have my oven preheating to 395 degrees. Now most people tell you 400, but I like odd numbers. I'm a world-renowned top chef, so I can go outside of the lines and break the rules and the fundamentals of cooking because I have a skill level that's extremely high. I know what I'm doing. So you guys stick to 400, but I'm gonna go with 395. So 395 to 400. The lower skill chefs and the beginners go to 400. The higher skill chefs, you can do 395. All right. I'm finished letting this beef cook. Now when you're cooking these refried beans, these 3 fried beans, I'm sorry guys, you have to keep stirring them and breaking them up. Cause they lumpy as hell. That shit crazy. You see, that's what happens when you frying beans too many times. The consistency get all fucked up. But it don't take too long for these to get done. So I'll be frying that. These beans gonna take a few more minutes. So this beef is almost done. And cooking is all about anticipation, guys. So you have to do multiple things at one time to make the timing match up. You can't be doing one thing and then waiting on the next thing. You can't wait for the first thing to get done and then do the next thing. Shit gonna be cold. You trying to go in order. Ain't no damn order. You do all that shit at the same time, you feel me? Like Future. Alright, these refried beans. I'm sorry guys, 3 fried beans are getting to be pretty much done, so I'm gonna turn that down. Because remember, they're going back in the oven for a few minutes, so we don't need to overdo it. So the beef is almost done. Maybe like 2 more minutes. Technically it's probably done, but it's got some pink in it, so it's not fucking done. You feel me? These beans are almost heated up to the correct temperature as well. Alright. You guys see the 3 fried beans? The 3rd time they've been fried. That's ridiculous. Okay. Alright. So our beef is pretty much done for the most part. Let's turn it off. The stove off, the eye off, but still let it cook on there for a little bit longer. I'm gonna take these 3 fried beans off the eye. They can get burnt easy, so don't neglect them. Then our beans are pretty much boiling and done. So now it's time, guys, to layer our nachos, and I can show you guys how to make these wonderful, fanciful, and healthy nachos that's quick and easy. So we'll be right back to make these nachos. Okay, guys, we back. It's time to make these nachos. I'll show you how to layer these nachos. So you want to get your sheet pan. Remember, you want your oven preheated to 400 degrees if you're a beginner or a rookie, and 395 if you're a professional, such as myself. All right. You don't necessarily have to get aluminum foil, but if you want to be like me, you're going to get aluminum foil. Also, if you like me, you're going to get olive oil to prevent sticking. But that's nothing unique. If you really like me, you go spread it around with your finger. You fucked up. When you wash your hands, you can do shit like this. Alright, this stove kind of hot as hell and I'm burning my finger, so let me take it off real quick. Ah, shit. I'm still doing it with my finger, guys. Give me a second, guys. I'm hurting myself. Alright, I took a break. I'm about to put my finger back on this pan. Oh, y'all don't believe me. Y'all think I'm not about this life. This shit hot as hell, G. I ain't even gonna lie. Fucking up all my nerves in my fingers. Alright. So, you spread the olive oil on there with your finger. The first thing you want to do, grab the tortilla chips. They go on first. Now we're gonna make a few layers, so don't use all of them at one time. And this is actually a fun dish to make with your kids. They love shit like this. Alright, as you can see, the layer chips. The next layer will be our cheese. It's a 4-cheese blend. And I don't do all that melted queso shit. Shredded cheese, bro. I'm not trying to be fancy. I'm trying to make nachos like a man. You know, but this is for women as well. It's a unisex dish. Alright. So next we're gonna start putting our meat and beans and stuff on. So this is what I hate about refried beans. That shit it'd be hard as hell to spread. That shit be sticking all to the, cause if you gotta fry some shit 3 times, you know it's gonna be some issues. And one thing about it, the 3 fried beans, I'm sorry, don't be looking pretty when you spread, but trust me, when it's all done, on God, on crib, on blood. We spread some 3 fried beans, then we go spread some singularly fried beans. Damn, I can't say that word. Singularly. Some one-time beans. Fuck. I ain't no goddamn English teacher. Alright. Then we're gonna put the beef on there. It's coming along together nicely, guys. I know at first you guys are like, what the hell? This shit ain't looking. Trust me, it's gonna be busting. Alright. Now, a lot of people don't like to put toppings on before they go in the oven. I don't know why. Now, this is the ingredients that I showed you guys earlier, I cut them up because it's all about anticipation. I'm not gonna show y'all every single little thing. I'm not trying to have y'all follow me around my whole life. I'm gonna cut to the relevant parts. You feel me? All right, now that's a layer. You feel me? We gonna do it again. Now y'all boys like, oh, okay, I see what you're talking about, Double Burger. This shit is looking. Bro, shut up. I've been told you that. Have faith in your boy. All right. Next is the cheese. I probably could like speed this shit up on YouTube too, like on the little app where you make the videos. But I'm now gonna make y'all watch all this shit. I ain't speeding shit up. Alright, and back to the 3 fried beans. It'd be hard to spread it. You still want to be patient with it. You just don't want to lump them all in one spot. But they be making you mad. They be pissing you off. And these are three layer nachos, so I'm gonna finish this layer and make one more. And each layer ain't gonna be even because I'm already running out of beef and shit, but oh well. Oh shit, I ain't put the beans on there. And yeah, you ain't gotta go in order. Shit, switch it up, bro. It's your cooking style. I didn't become a world-renowned top chef by reading fancy cookbooks. I got it out the mud, bro. I did it myself. Some more toppings. Now I miscalculated like a mug. We'll go put some more chips. Not holding too much. Cheese. The rest of this 3 fried beans. It's a meal for a real player right here. Okay. The rest of these beans, guys. About ready to put it in the oven. Top it off. Beef. And one last handful of cheese. Can't be nachos without a lot of cheese. Fuck it, we just go. How we go keep 1/10 of a bag of cheese? That don't even make no sense. Alright guys, the oven is preheated. We're gonna pop these in the oven for literally like 5 to 15 minutes. It's up to you. I'm not about to hold your hand through this, so it's all about your preference. So check it in the 5, and if it's not done, leave it in there another 5. And if it's not done, do it again. Leave this whole in here for 30 minutes if you want to, but I'm about to put mine in here probably for like around 7 minutes and 39 seconds, and I'll be back to make this guacamole while it's in the oven. Hey guys, we're back. We have the nachos in the oven cooking. They don't take that long. So what we can do in the meantime is make the guacamole. For the ingredients, I'll go over them again. We have the Rotel. I might use one with cilantro. I'm gonna use a lime, the avocados, some of the same veggies I cut up already, and some cilantro. Now I already put one avocado in here because I started earlier, but I'm gonna make this in a pot because I'll be breaking all my bowls on everything I love. So I'm running low. I gotta go get some more. So I peel the avocado with my hand because the fuck, what else I'm gonna do it with? It's the best way. All right. Then I de-pit it with my hand. Avocados, they're supposed to be firm to the touch. So when you press in, it's supposed to give a little indentation, not be mushy. But if you get a firm press, it should go in a little. That means it's the optimal ripeness. That's really the key to good guacamole. It starts with the main ingredient. You gotta have a good avocado. Fuck. Can't have a bad avocado and get good guacamole. That don't make no sense at all. And guys, this is actually the perfect ripeness. It can get messy when you peel avocados with your hand. But if you're not trying to get messy, you're not trying to cook, so I don't know what to tell you. Alright, so I'm gonna wash my hands because avocado be sticky as hell. I'll be right back. Alright. So next we're going to dump this. Well, we're gonna season it. I'm not a fan of putting a lot of salt on stuff. However, for avocados, you need a decent amount of salt. Still don't OD though. And you actually need a decent amount of pepper too. Avocado is good as hell, but if you're trying to make guacamole, you gotta have the seasoning in it so it won't be bland. All right, then I'm gonna dump this Rotel in here. Which low key, I'm not gonna use all, I'm gonna say just a little bit. I'm gonna also put the rest of those veggies I cut up earlier, same stuff I put on the nachos. I'm gonna put them in here. And also, cut up some fresh cilantro. In fact, I'm not even gonna cut, I'm gonna tear it up. What I look like cutting? It's too easy, I could just tear it. Why would I cut it? That don't even make sense. All right, you don't want to OD with cilantro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take some out. All right. And I'm gonna put this lime juice in here. I'm gonna squeeze it. Making homemade guacamole is very easy, guys. Do not buy store-bought. Make it fresh and healthy yourself, and it's cheaper this way. The thing about making real food, non-processed food, you be having to eat that shit quick as hell though. You can't make your no homemade guacamole and try to put it in the refrigerator for 12 days. Bro, you got 2 days. All right, I'm gonna take my spoon. You probably should use a fork, but who cares? And I'm gonna mix this up. Now, one thing about making guacamole, I do not like mixing up, because you really got to kind of mash. You don't really mix these avocados, you kind of mash them. There's an art to this shit, you feel me? Now the thing about it though, don't OD. You don't never want to OD when you cooking, don't do too much. You still want it like fairly chunky, so don't overly mash it, you know what I mean? You chop it up a little bit, then you kind of try to like mash it up a little bit. So you don't want to have any big pieces, but you don't want everything to be like paste. It's kind of like you gotta have balance. Life is all about balance. You can't have too much, or you can't have too little. You gotta have just the right amount. If you can achieve good balance, most times you'll be okay. If you be out of balance, that means something bad will happen. All right, so probably why you should use a fork. It's easier to get the consistency. It doesn't take as long. But we don't rush here at cooking with double burger. You never rush when you're cooking. All right, guys. I know you guys like, wow, you just really go sit here and stir this shit for 30 minutes? No, it's done. And let me show you guys what homemade avocado from a world-renowned top chef looks like. You feel me? Come on now. All right. So we set it up perfectly. Cause it's been about 7 minutes and 39 seconds. Check your clock. Go open up this sour cream. Just want to top it with sour cream. Take this board off of here. I'm gonna leave that avocado, the guacamole right there. And we'll be back for the big reveal. Okay, let's get it. It's time to get this thing started. Let me show y'all boys how to make these real deal player nachos. See, hard work pays off. Hard work pays off. Oh God, I'm about to max. I can't even cap. But we're not done. So what we're gonna do is you grab your generous amount. And you need a big spoon for this. And it's spread evenly everywhere, so it don't matter where you grab it. Grab you a generous amount. But let me tell you, this meal is actually kind of filling. I'll be eating on this for a while. So you grab you a generous amount of nachos. And you top it with avocado. You also top it with sour cream. And then, if you want to be fancy, you can put some cilantro in there. That's way too much right there, but guys and ladies, this looks delicious. Take it from me. Now you know Double Burger has to try it. I'm gonna get chip with some cheese and toppings on it, sour cream and some guacamole. Oh man, guys, I outdid myself with this one. On Crip and Blood, these are the best nachos I ever had. All right, episode 3, I'm out.